What's going on, guys? This is hmot here. If you're watching this, you probably know about CSGOJackpot and some of the shady things I've been doing recently, but basically, I wanted to just go through my experience with the website and just tell you how they seem to have scammed a lot of people. I'm not sure if this is the case. I'm not going to go out and say the scammers because obviously I can't straight up prove that, but I'm going to show you what I can now and you can make your own judgment off this. So, about 15 days ago, I won, as you can see here, with some friends, a $3,500 pot with a $13 bet. Um, my other two friends, who I know who bet, they bet big. So when they win, said they would bet $1,000 and win 1,500 or 2,000. They're big betters, so they always seems to get their money's worth back. However, in the case of me, with a $13 bet, I appeared to them, I guess, as a new bettor, and they seem to have taken advantage of this, and or at least I thought they had done, and they paid me out about $300 to $500 less than what they were meant to. Um, Now, at the time, me and my friends thought this was just obviously, as I've said, because I appeared to them as a lower better, so I'm not going to be checking prices and whatever. I'm just going to be happy I've got a couple of knives. Um, the items that I won, you can see here. Bayonet Doppler, some flip fades, Glock fades, N-Mine Bayonet, Crimson Web minimal wear, things like that. Now, as you can see here, this is on the Steam price list, but this isn't the prices they say they use. This is the Steam market price. This totals to 2.3k plus this. Now, the price that they give for this, for some reason, is $750. As you can see here, $750. Even though at the time on SteamAnalyst, which is what they use, it was worth $398. They still use the price of $750 for some reason. So, taking that into account, we can do 2383.71 plus 750. That is 313,371. So we can do my part minus 31. I think it was 313,371, which means that's $309 that they've not actually given me. That's going off some of the weird prices. Now, I obviously made a support ticket about this. Oops, wrong tab. As we can see here, I won a so-and-so par. Here's the thing. This is the prices provided by this. I've checked them all. Showed some screenshots of me winning certain prices and things. So we've done all this. I obviously messaged them back about things like they said they just basically tried to say that's our commission, even though you may not know this. When you go on CS:GO Jackpot, I'll go on now quickly. CS:GO Jackpot. The price here that is after commission, so that's the price pool that the bettor should be getting back. So obviously them saying that's just a lie. That's just them trying to get rid of me. It would seem. Um, They also claimed here they didn't even check the prices, that entirety of that value was missing was from this Crimson Web, which clearly it wasn't because I'd figured it out here. It's 2773 and all this. I'd figured it all out basically. Um, Now this is it looks like spam. It's basically I was expecting quick replies, so I was refreshing the page after I sent the message. What I didn't realise was that every time I refreshed the page, it was resend the same message, which is why it's like this, and then I apologised for it. They replied, please double check calculations. So they're not really trying to help me at this point. They're just trying to get rid of me, it would seem, which obviously wasn't particularly nice for me. So then I made a second ticket, which is apparently you're only allowed two tickets open at once. Which even if one's closed, you're only allowed to have two tickets ever, which is quite strange as well to me. Um, I received this amount less than whatever. They said, have I checked it? Even though I had stated that I had checked it, they asked me if I've checked it. I replied yes. Could I get this stuff? I'm not sure why they need all this stuff, but so I gave them security code, identifier ID, my Steam 64 ID, things like that they said they needed. 2 days no reply. Obviously, that's me a little bit annoyed that about 7, 8 days after I'd won the pot, still no helpful reply. They said they're sorry with the delays, blah, 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 I need to verify some stuff. So unfortunately, at this point, he didn't specify he wants me to calculate the price of each individual item and list it. So what I did was I just calculated the prices regardless. On the Steam market, at that point, I had to go through my trade offer and calculate every single price. It added up to this plus the Crimson Web minimum wear. For some reason, the Glock water elemental, the quality wasn't. If I hovered over it, it wouldn't show me the grade of the weapon. So I assumed it was factory new to give them the benefit of the doubt. And then using the market price of an MI Bayonet Crimson Web, it totaled to 2852.76. Then I used the SteamAnalyst 30-day average thing, and it totaled to 2886. So it was pretty close. It was looking okay. Because at this point, all the SteamAnalyst prices seem to be correct, not like the random, like the Crimson Web being $750, which it clearly isn't worth that. That's just what for some reason Jackpot value it as. So I've said it's 573 thing. I'm not really sure how it got from 300 to 500, but with the correct Crimson Web price, that's how much the difference was. So I'm saying I realised now that every time I would send a new message, it would put my tickets at the back of the queue. I didn't realise this at the time, but unfortunately that's the case. And then they sent me this reply today saying that my ticket was closed because it didn't follow the rules, even though they didn't specify these rules. These are some brand new rules that have been brought out like a few hours ago. So they closed my ticket. It's not helping me at all. It seems pretty shady. So when the prices were like here, $500 difference, $300 difference, when those prices were showing that they owed me money, they wouldn't help me at all. However, now they've updated the support things. If you receive less, you need to do all this stuff and get the 30-day things. Now, unfortunately, obviously, I can't show what it said for each price for each individual item on the 30-day thing. However, you're gonna have to take my word for it. That's what it added up to, 2886. Now, if I search for MI Bayonet Crimson Web, sorry, so this is the slaughter. Minimal wear, I believe it was. Yeah, minimal wear. That's the listing price. But for some reason, SteamAnalyst obviously seems to be working closely with Jackpot. Suddenly, average price goes up to 485. As you can see on here, the highest is 400. There's nothing any higher than that. I'm not sure if that's based on the market cap, but you can see here average price field tested 261. Unfortunately, there's no average price for the minimum wear, but so you can't see that. But it wasn't 485. And then if you go on to this is the Crimson Web. There's no listing price because it's not sold very often on the market, and 750. And then if you go on here, even though this is when I won the pot, minimum wear was $400. It's suddenly now. How many keys was it back then? Sorry, let me check that again. It was 159 keys. It's suddenly gone up to 270 keys. Suddenly, as soon as Jackpot get a new system where your items are going to be worth less on Steam market value, but more to them, if that makes sense. So you can abuse this, but it kind of works out in Jackpot's favour in the end. It means that they're not having to pay out for a lot of pots where they earn money on, like me, for example. And then the other one was the slaughter minimum wear listing price is 338. Suddenly the average price has gone up to 458, 485.80, same as the. Sorry, I've got the wrong item there, haven't I? What item was it? I think it was a Doppler. Yeah, it was a Bayonet Doppler. Bayonet Doppler. If this works, I spelled Doppler wrong. Jesus. Bayonet Doppler factory new. Listing price is 290, but for some reason the average price has gone up to 536, which it never was. Never has been that, but yeah, again here prices sold. These are like sapphires, I think, and stuff. I'm not sure exactly how the market works because some people tend to put things up for a lot more than they're worth, but yeah. The key range obviously is massive. I can tell you now that the Bayonet Doppler I did bet was phase 1. Like, I think it's phase 1. It was the shittiest phase. There was nothing special about it at all. But they've somehow valued it at $500, which is pretty ridiculous. So then this is the new thing that today they told me to recalculate it all. So I calculated it all. I've got all the prices here, and it adds up to 3.5k, which means it looks like they've overpaid me. When in actual fact they've not. These are the updated prices on SteamAnalyst over the last day since they updated their support system. It all seems very fishy. Now you can abuse this in terms of a Crimson Web if you're going to bet, that is, a Crimson Web minimal wear is worth $469 on here on OP skins, yet on Jackpot it's worth 750. So you can't get value for your money in terms of you only risking $400 when it's worth 750 on the website. That's just for the big betters out there, I guess. This is one of the items that you can do it with. It's pretty ridiculous. Um, so yeah, I mean, I'm not sure if this is some intentional piece of work between Jackpot and SteamAnalyst, but it all seems very fishy that the day that they change their support system in terms of, at least in items when you've received less than you were meant to, suddenly the system that they use, the 30-day prices, go up. Doesn't really make a lot of sense. And I guess we can go on my CSGO Jackpot quickly. Just, I guess, more proof that I won in case people don't think that I won. As you can see, yeah, 3.41, and there it is, right there. On Friday the 29th of May. This is how long it's taken them to reply to me. It's 13th of June now, so they've taken 15 days, I think it is, to reply to me. It's pretty ridiculous, but I guess that's how their system works. So thank you for watching, I guess. Hopefully we can get this sorted. I'm not expecting any sort of compensation from them because, you know, they're not going to, they're not basically not going to pay me anything. The way they see it, they don't owe me anything, even though really they do. So thank you for watching. Good luck betting, and I'll see you later.